Good morning, dear students. Today I am going to begin chapter 7, that is reflection of light. What is light? Light is a form of energy which does not require any material medium for its propagation. It means that it can propagate in vacuum also. The speed of light in air or in vacuum is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. It changes from rare and in dense mediums. Next is reflection of light. What is reflection of light? Reflection means the bounce back. Reflection is the bouncing back of the light ray after striking the surface. For example, we have this surface. When the light rays strike the surface and after striking this surface, when it returns back, this is called the reflection of light. Reflection of light is the striking or the bouncing back of the light ray after striking the surface. Because of these reflections, the images are formed. For example, we are able to see our image in the mirror. Why we are able to see our image in the mirror? Because when the light rays falls on the mirror, then it reflects back to our eyes and we are able to see our image in the mirror. Next, we have the type of reflection, that is regular reflection and irregular reflection. When this bounce back takes the place from the smooth or polished surface. If we have this polished or smooth surface like plane mirror is the mirror which is polished from one side and has shiny or smooth surface on the other side. When the reflection takes place from the shiny or smooth surface, when the incident light rays falls on the polished or smooth surface, then regular reflection takes place. In regular reflection, when the parallel beam of light falls on the smooth or polished surface, then after reflection, all the reflected rays are parallel with each other. It means that when the incident ray which strikes the surface, incident ray and the ray which is obtained after striking the surface, that is reflected ray. In case of regular reflection, when the parallel beam of light falls on the polished or smooth surface, then after reflection also they are parallel with each other. Next, we have the irregular reflection. In irregular reflection, it takes place from the uneven or projected surface. When the parallel beam of light rays falls on these projections, when these light rays fall on these projections, then because of the different angles, the reflected rays are not parallel with each other. They are diffused. These are also called diffused. The light rays are not parallel, reflected rays are not parallel, so this is called irregular reflection. Irregular reflection takes place from the uneven or irregular surface. Next, we have some terms related with reflection. First is plane mirror. What is plane mirror? It is made by taking a shiny or smooth surface which is polished from the other side and the regular reflection takes place from it. This is the plane mirror. The light ray which strikes the plane mirror. The light ray which strikes the plane mirror is called incident ray. And the light ray which obtained after reflection is called reflected ray. And the point at which the light ray, incident ray strike the surface is called point of incidence. Is called the point of incidence. The perpendicular drawn at the point of incidence is called its normal. The perpendicular drawn at the point of incidence is called normal. The angle made between the incident ray and the normal is called angle of incidence and it is represented by the letter I. The angle made by the reflected ray and the normal is called angle of reflection. The plane which contains incident ray is called plane of incidence. The plane which contains reflected ray is called plane of reflection. Next we have laws of reflection. Laws of reflection. There are two laws of reflection. The first says that angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. Angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. Angle made by the incident ray and the normal is equals to the angle made by the reflected ray and the normal. That is, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Second, we have incident ray, reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence all lies on the same plane. This is the second law of reflection. Incident ray, reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence all lies on the same plane. This is the second law of reflection. We can experimentally prove these laws. How can we experimentally prove? Take a plane mirror and place it over a hard sheet and draw a line. Place a plane mirror on it. Draw its perpendicular, that is normal, and make a desired angle, say 45 degree with the normal. This is the angle of incidence. Now place some nails on it, like P, Q and R. When we see its reflection, we will see that we'll get the image of these P, Q and R in P dash, Q dash and R dash. When we join these points, when we join the point of these images, we'll see that this angle is also 45 degree. It proves that angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. And the incident ray, reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence all lies on the same plane. So with this, the first part